Today we're going to show you how to assemble a base waste cabinet, also known as a trash cabinet. This procedure can be used to assemble the majority of our cabinets regardless of color. And without further ado, let us proceed. Start by first opening the box. And then putting all the cabinet parts to the side for easier access, and so then you won't lose them later.
Yeah, no, that's why. You're gonna cut it. Okay, special cabinet. Well, okay, one cabinet here. This cabinet here. Okay, I put your cabinet now for the back. For that thing, that's the same. Okay, also you got these too.
We're going to start with the frame first. You could use any sort of wood glue for this. Put them around the grooves of the frame. And then get one of the side panels and do the same for the bottom groove. Once you have aligned it or set it down in the groove, secure it with the included cam locks. Proceed to do the same to the other side. Now you can get the bottom panel and slide it into the two grooves between the two panels. And then you could get the rear panel and apply the glue to the bottom groove and to also the sides. Make sure to wipe away any excess glue that you may have spilled. Make sure to press or hammer all the pieces together with a rubber mallet if necessary. Before you secure them with the cam locks. Go ahead and tighten the cam locks inside the cabinet.
Single 36, boxing.
Now you could go ahead and attach the kick plates to the bottom of the cabinet and secure it into place with the cam locks. And then you can go ahead and proceed stapling the cabinet to reinforce it. We suggest using an inch and a quarter staples for this. Now with these wood blocks, you're going to want to label one of them at approximately 7 inches from one of the edges. And then marking both of them at that same distance. Set them to the side. And then measure from the top of the frame 7 5/8 of an inch. You can go ahead now and open the bag where the glides are included and separate the smaller piece from the inside piece of the glide. You can go ahead and line up the glide with those markings you had earlier made. And then grab the included large silver screws so then you could secure it into place. Start by the wooden block that comes included and drill it into the guides that are on the wood block. You can now go ahead and screw the glide into place and then flip the cabinet onto its other side so then we could do the same to the other side. Again, measure it roughly at 7 5/8 of an inch and mark that on the cabinet. Make sure the two wooden blocks are approximately or are as close as you can get them at the same distance from the back. You could use the holes on the glides as a guide, so then you could know what distance to place them. Once you have secured the other wooden block, you could go ahead and screw the glide to the cabinet frame and to the wooden block. Now flip the cabinet right side up. And make sure that the glides are level. We're now going to start assembling the door of this cabinet. Start by getting the wood glue and administering it to both the grooves and also between the teeth around the panel. On the side panels of the drawer box, simply administer it to the grooves. And with a rubber mallet, secure it into the interlocking teeth. Once you have placed both of them, then you could slide in the panel with the opening, which is going to be the piece that's going to hold your trash bin. Go ahead and attach the rear panel of the drawer box. And press them together using a rubber mallet. Go ahead and staple the finished teeth in, so then you can secure and strengthen the drawer box. And go ahead and do that to all the edges around the drawer box. You're going to need a distance of approximately 3 inches from the bottom side of the drawer box, so then you can screw in the glide. Screw the glides to the sides of the drawer box. Once you have that finished, you could slide in the door and connect it to the glides we have installed earlier. And then you should have a finished cabinet.